Hello, hello, hello. My name is Geraldo, and I'll be your host this evening. This is called The Second Day from the Sun. The third planet, the third rock from the sun. How many cases before lockdown? Shut up and shit fucking on a plate. Time and time again, going off the deep end. Time and time again, going off the deep end. Watch it all wash away. Can't remember another day. I get high when I'm feeling the need. I'm only happy when I'm smoking speed. I get high when I'm feeling the need. I'm only happy when I'm smoking speed. Once again, look at this other best friend. That's the way it goes. When you slam back, I suppose. Hey, baby. Bring it high when I'm feeling the need. Scared. I'm only happy when I'm smoking speed. I get high when I feel the need. I'm only happy when I'm smoking speed. That's it. Breaks down. She can't fall to suck down. 2 hours reaches away. Dug him out by the end of the day. I get high when I'm feeling the need. I'm only happy when I'm smoking speed. I get high when I feel the need. I'm only happy when I'm smoking speed. I get high when I feel the need. I'm only happy when I'm smoking speed. I get high when I feel the need. Apparently there's nobody up yet. That's okay with me. I hate people. They mean nothing to me. I hate people. I hate society. I hate people. Nothing that you say. I hate people. I want to get great. I hate people. They're always in my way. I hate people. Very much. I hate the world today. I hate people. Oh, God. Get my teeth. I hate people. People. I hate people. I hate people. I want to terminate and annihilate. I want to get rid of people. I hate people. I hate people. Come on, Lee, where are you? I hate them. I hate people. I'm gonna pay for it. Hey, guess it's time to go to bed, boys.
This channel is designed for adults viewing only, and certain videos will contain rated M for mature video games featuring realistic violence, gore, and suggestive themes.
Here we are playing the Sega Genesis, and we're playing on today's review Pit Fighter. As you can see there,
Hey,
look at that.
Frig off, Ray.
Got Pit
Ricky.
Fighter, got the
Lee actor.
little digitized animations right there. Got a little guy there that looks like he's on steroids, and got the woman right there. Now, this is one of our first digitized fighting games to exist before Mortal Kombat. The arcade version of the game was not bad. It was pretty decent. And the Super Nintendo version of the game, the Genesis version of the game, let's check it out. I never really played it too much before. I played it on an emulator, and that's probably about it. So I don't expect anything good from this game. So we got Kato, who has a can't quite as a black belt. Okay. Now we got Buzz, who is a wrestler. He looks like he's on steroids. As you can see right there, he's a big buff guy right there. They got a kickboxer. I think we'll play as Buzz. I mean, look at that guy. That guy looks like he can hold his own right there. That guy is nasty looking. Now we got Buzz versus the Executioner, and what the? Oh my God! That guy is bigger than me. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he threw me into the audience or the crowd. I'm trying to get away from this guy. It's pretty. Oh, and of course it's not working. Get away from. Oh my God! He punched me in the face. Oh, I kicked him, and I don't know what I did, but he went flying. And it looks like he beat me up, and he's still beating me up, and he's jumping around. He's punching me in the balls right now. Oh wait, I'm not dead. So he was just beating the crap out of my balls. Oh, I picked him up. Yeah, I took that, you son of a bitch. Oh, he punched me right in the face. I think he might have killed me that time. What a vicious fight this is. Now this guy is trying to knock me out. Damn. He literally bounced off the ground. And I jumped up and kicked him right in the face. A record KO time. And it looks like we got the forklift with the money. Whoa, what's this guy got right here? He got some weapon. Looks like the crowd hit me. What's that lady doing right there? Whoa, she has a knife. Damn. So you have to watch out from the audience. Oh, he stabbed me. He got some blood. So, okay, so this is definitely better than the Super Nintendo version of the game. So far, the game plays quite well. I mean, it's not the prettiest looking game. The blood effects look really cool. Look at that. And the impact when you hit the guy actually is pretty good. All right, so we got the a big fat guy over here. Look at this. He's over there doing a fist pump. Oh, he threw me like a piece of crap. This guy is a jackass. Look at this. And that lady's trying to stab me. Maybe she can help me out and stab him instead. Oh, I kicked him like right in the throat. And that made him collapse right there. I think I killed the guy, to be honest. That's not good. Well, it's not what I intended. I intended to knock him out, but I didn't look at it at all. Got a brutality bonus. Now we have a grudge match. Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy's taking a beating.
10 iconic black metal riffs without distortion. Now, I know what you're thinking. Simon, black metal has to have distortion. That's the whole point. Well, that's also the whole point of this video. So if you do need to hear it with distortion, which I don't blame you, go to the end of the video because I'll re-upload it with distortion. And remember, because when you're playing black metal, your forearm and your wrists get fatigued, make sure you stay hydrated.
You're supposed to have it label out, buddy. I don't even know what you're drinking.
See you later.
Boys! That's pretty good. I seen. Cheers, Red.
What's up, Annie? I said Annie, goddamn it. I think y'all wanted the same, man. Y'all both cool as a motherfucker.
Cheers, man.
Goddamn, Matt. What's up, brother? How's it going?
Cheers. I just woke up. I was like, well, I think I'm taking the day off today.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, look, Trey woke me up because I've been up for like 30 hours. Trey woke me up at 4:30. I come in here to chill with him, and his ass is knocked the fuck out. I'm like, God damn, man.
Oh, yeah.
So it was Annie and Freddie and what's his name? El Tupe and Kenny. And both of them, they left real fast, right? So then Annie killed the shit. So it was like me and fucking Trey, man. Me and Trey and what's his name? I fucking tore down, man. I drank a fast fucking 40.
Panzer, you got a joint going?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, I drank this motherfucker here. I drank a goddamn 40 of Blue Bull fucking malt liquor.
Nice.
Malt liquor.
That's a nice 40.
And I've been drinking fucking Coors Light beer, and I've been smoking weed, and I'm fucked up. And I've been eating cookies, man. I get some goddamn Chips Ahoy and some Oreo shit. Look, I'm a member of Sam's Club, so you get a whole goddamn box of these motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. Jelly bean chronic. Nice. I've never had jelly bean. I never had jelly bean weed.
Yeah, and even before I came in here, man, I had my little I got a sneak toke, right? I call it the sneak toke.
Oh yeah.
So like I can stick this in my pocket, right? It's a pill bottle, right? Check, open it up, right? Open it up. And I got a lighter, got a shitty fucking 7-Eleven lighter. It truly is shitty. And then I got it looks like a Crack Master 5000, but it's actually a little taster. So I can put me a little nug, right, in the little end. Is that way, let's say I'm gonna go outside, right? And I'm not really, I might smoke and I might not. So I have it in my pocket, man. So if I want to get high, I can get high. And I'm not like stinking up the place or whatever, you know. So Yeah, old Big Sid, goddamn Santa likes to smoke, man. I'm a fucking pothead. For real.
I have this one, which
Yeah.
the same thing, but it's got the guy on it.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'm telling you, man, you got the most diverse fucking glass pipe selection I've ever seen. Bongs and pipes and whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying. I gotta clean them all, and I think I gotta buy a new bong.
I'll pay the guy. There's a glass blower that does the. He owns this brand. It's called Licit Glass.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I've been to his shop and they got like, I think they got like 6 lathes going at one time. And my cousin used to work. That's how I met him. My cousin used to work for him. He did the prep work. So like for instance, you see this has got like a circ perk, right?
Yeah.
Well, this one little part, you know what I'm saying? They make these up and then they put the shit together, right? Yeah. So like he used to do the cuts. He'd do the cuts in the circ perk. And then he would do something else. You know, he would do the prep work. And then the guys at the lathe, they would be making the fucking tubes and the fucking hand pipes and all the other shit. So anyway, that's how I got hooked up with him. But my favorite fucking piece I broke, man. I dropped my fucking weed jar. I dropped my weed jar on top of my fucking slide, right? And when that happened, it cracked the whole motherfucker and it fucked it up. I was so pissed off. And I'm pissed off because he custom made that piece for me. And I picked it up the morning of the day my mom passed away. So it was like, it had like a lot of meaning to me, you know? And I just got through chemo. I just finished chemo like 2 months before. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was through with that. It was a whole lot of shit going on. But anyway, because he made it for me, and me and him, like my cousin worked for him. So it's like, basically I'll bring over like a Domino's pizza, like a fucking Supreme shit. And then he'll let me buy whatever I want for wholesale. Because he'll pack his vehicle full of fucking glass and he'll drive to the north, east, or the fucking west or whatever. And he sells them all this shit. And then that's how it works, you know what I'm saying? Like he sells to like brick and mortar stores. He doesn't do the online thing. So he made me up my piece. And so I contacted him and let him know, like, hey, dude, you know, I fucked up. I fucked my goddamn piece up. And so he's making me another one. So basically, I've already paid him for it. I just got to wait for him to make it. That's badass, man. I like that.
It's got like rainbow color on this side and then black and white on this side.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's got like the green dichro for the horn.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. He does all that. Like he's got a huge fucking section that has like these tubes, right? And he's got colored rods. He's got colored rolls of glass.
Yeah.
And like, he was telling me, he's like, okay, look, he said, Sid, he said, okay. Because I told him, like, the one I want looks like this, but this is called the cooler rig. The one that I had that broke was called the cup rig. It's bigger, it's fatter, so it won't tip over as easy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, he told me, he said, you pick out what colors you want. So I picked out what colors I want. And he wrote it down. So like all he's got to do is make it up, you know. But it's badass, man. It's like truly artisanal fucking glass. And I never rush him, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't put him on a timeline because it's like I'm trying to help him out. So I'm like, look, I said if you got an order that comes in, because he stocks this one glass shop in Ohio, and I think it's called Inhalables, and they stay, man, like he can't make glass fast enough for this place. They sell glass faster than him and his crew can make glass.
Oh yeah.
And but it's like, so I was telling him, I said, you know, if y'all got some orders coming up, you know, it's cool. You know, I said, you know, just get to me when you can get to me. And so it's like I'm not pressuring him or whatever. And but it's badass, man, to watch them work the glass. Like I'll go there and there's like 5 fucking people on a different lathe, and they're all making something different.
Yeah,
And,
that's cool.
and I'm at a table. I'm at a table that's got like probably 40 fucking glass bongs, water pipes, whatever. And then there's the next one over that's got a different style. They're working on that for that day. And then everything that they make has to go into the annealing oven. So they you have to put it in the annealing oven, and then once it's straight, then you put it back out, and then you put your label back on it because they got a label. Like this label has to be put in the fucking kiln, so the label fucking gets adhered. So like it's a process. And I'll be honest with you, I honestly did not know how much fucking shit was involved in making a pipe. It's a bunch of goddamn shit in making a pipe,
Yeah, it's like a fucking it's like a factory in there, just same as making anything else, but it's bongs.
Yeah, and everything. Like you can't skip a process because like if you make a piece, you don't put in that annealing oven. You don't, basically that kind of makes it so that it hardens the glass.
Yeah.
If you don't put it in that annealing oven, you could drop it and it would bust real easy, as opposed to once you put it in that oven in the kiln, and once it goes through the kiln the final time, it makes it more resistant to like breaking easily.
Yeah.
Which that you're all about that shit.
I was watching one guy on Instagram, and he's like showing his kilns, and he's like, "Well, we have this one. It's like this big, and then he had one this big. He had one like it was so fucking big. He's like, that's for the big bongs. You have to stand on a ladder to get in there and put the bong in. That fucking the huge bongs that are like fucking.
Yeah, the guy that I deal with, he's got this contraption where you kind of push a handle down, and the top of the kiln has like an eye bolt, and it raises it up, and then you can put all your pieces in there, and then he lowers it down, and then it lowers the top back down on there, and then it heats it up for a given amount of time, and then cools off in a given amount of time. But I honestly just did not realize that it was that much to it. I sort of took interest in it when Bob Snodgrass in Eugene, Oregon, he came up with he developed by accident the color changing glass. So you get like the fume glass, it's like silver fume. He's the one that discovered that by accident. And he noticed like somehow he had a piece of silver that ended up getting in the fucking glass while he was blowing the piece. And it kind of made the piece a little milky colored. And he claimed that he was like really upset about what happened. And he had sold the piece, and the person that bought it commented that the more they smoked it, the bluer it got. And he was like, they finally put it together that because that little sliver of silver ended up in the molten glass as he was blowing it, the whatever chemical composition between the glass or German shot and the fucking silver itself, it made it where it fumed. They call it fume the glass. So apparently what happens is the more you smoke, the resin from the fucking smoke adheres more to the glass. And the more it adheres, the bluer it gets. But this is the one thing. If you go and rinse that shit with some 420 cleaner grunge off, it totally makes it back almost to brand new again. So like you cannot really clean a color changing glass piece and expect it to keep the same color, because it will not. It's one of them things like you've got to basically, I guess, smoke a dirty piece or maybe just clean the bowl itself out or whatever. So
Yeah, my brother has a lot of fucking silver and gold fume shit.
right. How many do you have? A bunch of brothers and sisters, or what do you got?
Just one brother.
Oh. Yeah, I've got like 3, like I call them my sisters, but they're really my cousins. It's like when my mom's when my aunt got murdered, it was kind of like a murder suicide thing. My mom and dad took in her sister's daughters or whatever, So that's how I ended up with like 3 sisters.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as like blood, I have one younger brother. I was born in 73. My brother was born in 1980. Oh, that's a nice piece, man. I like the wigwag. That's nice.
Yeah, that's the only silver fumed thing I have. Silver and gold fumed, I guess. It's $100.
That's a badass piece, man. That's a really well worked piece. Who's the artist? Do you have an artist name or?
It's like Yushin.
Canadian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it to you like this: I would not have a problem at all paying $100 for a piece like that.
Yeah,
You got it's a whole bunch of extras to it.
Yeah. Great. Calm down.
Yeah, the pieces that I'm getting done, he's adding the color that the colored rods. He's gonna put like on the mouthpiece and on the base and on the thumb hole. So like I don't really have one to show you because I left him the one that I had that he made that was broken, but he's gonna put color around the mouthpiece. He's gonna put color on the base. And the other pipe, I know you remember it. It had a leg that went from here to here. It was a leg.
Yeah.
It basically allowed for a thumb hole. That was my point. So he's gonna make me what I'm gonna supposedly getting has colored mouthpiece, a colored leg or arm, and a colored base. And I know one of them was called Green Stardust. It was a badass metallic green badass looking shit. And the other one, I forgot the other color, but it was like he said it like depended on what color the light was, depended on what color it reflected. So it's like one of them damn color changing shit. So I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So I'm just waiting on him to make it. You know, I've already paid him for it, so it's like I bought this as a temporary for a work piece to have because I got like a big rig, but to be honest with you, I've run this through super hot water, right? And man, it'll be resin like a motherfucker, and that hot water melts it all away. And I can put my finger over here, and put my finger over here, and it like I can shake the fuck out of it. And basically, all that resin, man, with the hot water, it just goes away. So like I don't have to like clean it with the alcohol or the fucking 420 cleaner for like maybe once every couple weeks or something.
Yeah.
You know? So it stays like clear looking, it stays clean or whatever.
Oh yeah, nice. Oh fuck. Oh.
I got a lone Budweiser. I'm gonna drink this lone. I got a last. This is a Budweiser 16.
Oh yeah, I've had cans like that before.
Yeah. You know what? I'm telling you, I told Annie this many times. If I had to buy beer, it would have cost y'all to buy beer. I couldn't afford to drink beer, man. Like it's like y'all pay so much money for alcohol, it's ridiculous. Like even these big ass goddamn 30 packs of Busch Light, Busch beer and Busch Light 12-ounce cans, $16.99 plus 6% tax for 30 cans. Y'all pay so much more money. It's like, man, it's crazy. Like I'm all for, like, I love Canada and I love Canada's health system. Like, you know, you pay more in tax every payday, but like, you know, if you get fucked up, like they fix you, they take care of your medical shit. But yeah, trying to buy beer, like I remember Annie said, like if he buys like a week's worth of beer, it's like $90-some. Like I forgot how many. I'm like, God damn, man. Like, I mean, even if there's a case of beer that's not on sale, like regular price, like a 24 pack of Budweiser would be like $18.99 if it wasn't on sale. Most time it's $15.99 or $16.99. But I'm like, damn, like y'all get fucking hosed bad for fucking booze prices.
I know, it sucks. It costs a lot. Like fuck, I got a 6-pack, of Old Milwaukee Ice, and 2 White Claws yesterday. It was $18. I was
Dang.
like, holy fuck!
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was $13 for a 6-pack, and like any more than $13, holy fuck!
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all have Dollar. Do y'all have Dollar General stores where you live?
We have some other dollar stores.
Well, they have what they call Dollar General here, and they have a large refrigerated and then frozen food section, and they also have like a cooler section for beer, and they'll sell. They like Anheuser-Busch makes an 8-pack, so you get eight 16-ounce cans of Budweiser, Bud Light, or Miller Lite, or Coors Light. You get 8 beers in a fucking in a pack, right? And it's $7.50 plus tax. That's how cheap it is, you know. And hell, back in the day, man, like I mean, this has been probably, it might be before you were born, but I could buy a keg of natural light beer or natural ice beer, and it was $38.50 for what they call a half a barrel. That's 15.5 gallons of beer. $38.50. And then if you wanted Busch beer, Busch was $2 more. It was $40.50. And then if you went up to Budweiser or Bud Light or Michelob Dry back in the day, of course that was more and more money. But I managed this store back in the day where, like nowadays, if you get a keg of beer, you got to fill out all this paperwork, where the kegs will be tapped at, all this bullshit. Like when I first started, they hadn't had that paperwork. So when Anheuser-Busch distributor, they had a special keg truck, right? So they deliver your cold kegs of beer, put it into your cooler for you. That was just how they did it. And it's like, so when you wanted cold beer, you ordered a keg of beer. Your fucking beer was cold from the factory, from the Anheuser-Busch plant to the distribution truck to the local distribution, which was Hoffman Beverage where I live. And then you get your keg of beer. And man, it's like if you had your own tub, like I had my own tub and I had my own tap, so you didn't have to pay all that deposit or whatever. Basically, you just got your fucking keg, and you had your own bullshit that you hooked it up with. So that way, the only swap out I had was the keg itself. You know, you would swap out a keg and then get another keg. You know, and back in the day, that was nothing. Like we would get kegs like every other week. We were getting kegs of beer, and because it was so cheap. And then the whole thing was, right, you know, I'd never turn anybody down because they didn't have money, because I wouldn't do that. I tried to be really nice, but most people had like $3 or $5 bill or whatever. And basically by the time you collected all that shit, you done paid for your beer, you done paid for most of the food that I cooked. So it was like, it didn't cost me anything, and I partied and had fun. And it didn't, you know, I wasn't like in debt for like feeding all these fucking folks. So yeah, it worked out, man. Like a lot of times, you know, you get occasionally somebody might throw you a $20 bill, and somebody might say, "Hey, I got like he had a handful of change," you know, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't turn nobody down because they didn't have as much money, right?
Yeah, that's one guy had a handful of change. That's all I got.
That's right. But that doesn't mean that your personal worth is less than somebody else that has $1 million, man. It's all in the person. That's, you know what I'm saying? It's all in the person.
Yep.
So you must be taking a picture of the kitty cat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes I think pictures are just useless taken because probably all just gonna die soon anyway.
Well, you know what? A picture, man, it's a moment in time. You know, when you snap that picture, if you were to try to take that picture 2 years later, maybe that person is dead now, or maybe that animal is not there anymore,
Yeah.
or whatever. I mean, you know, it just depends. I just know things are different. Like when I grew up, my dad had a camera. It was like a Super 8 camera. It didn't even have audio. It was just video only. You know, you had to have this big ass bright fucking light shining. It was, you know what I'm saying? That was like in the 70s. But taking pictures, just like, you know, once you snap a picture in time, and maybe like for me, I remember as a kid, you know, I was a young little toddler or whatever. It was a birthday party, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't recreate that. You know, the picture was taken and the picture was developed, and now it's in an album, you know, picture album or whatever. So I think it does have value, but it's like nowadays the people's cameras, you know, with iPhones and smartphones or whatever. And I still, this is what I use. I got a fucking flip phone. I got a damn Motorola. Well, I think it's Kyocera, but it's waterproof. It's a waterproof fucking phone. They make two different kinds. If you work like in the Pentagon, you can't have the camera. If you're non-security, you can have the camera. So it's like they make it for military use, you know, and it's very durable. You can drop the fuck out of it and it still works or whatever. But you know, it ain't like you got a digital pad that you can, like a keyboard where you can type with your thumbs and stuff. You know, so when I text somebody, I gotta fucking hit the keys. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to hit it 3 or 4 times to hit whatever letter or whatever you want. But I only pay like $27 a month for the line and like was it unlimited text and talk. And it's Verizon. So if I talk with somebody that's got Verizon, then it doesn't charge anything. So that's what I use. I eventually probably will go to a smartphone, but it ain't gonna be no goddamn expensive ass iPhone bullshit. I'm not gonna sign a contract saying, oh yeah, well, you're gonna pay X amount of money a month, but your phone's like $1,200, and then if you miss a payment, then we're gonna charge you all. No, fuck that. I'll buy one of them phones like a smartphone. It's like the Motorola. I think they make one called Motorola Power. I think it's like $200, $250. Like, okay, I'll buy that. I'll spend that. But yeah, I don't want to be in debt with somebody. That's my whole deal, you know.
Oh yeah, that sucks. They're like, yeah, well, we'll sign you up for a plan. It's for 2 years, and then you know, by 2 years is up, you've broken your phone and you've had to pay a bunch more money.
Yeah, the screen's all fucked up, you know.
Yeah. And then oh, your contract's up. Do you want to upgrade now? And then you upgrade your phone. You're back in the contract for another 2 years, paying for a new phone. Stupid. Absolutely. Some people do that shit. Some people are like, oh yeah, like I don't know. Some people are crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the point in my life, man, where I paid, all my vehicles are paid off. I'm getting projects done around here, like big dollar projects that I've been needing to get done. The HVAC system, all the duct work, you know, the trunk lines, all that shit. I traded my Harley for all that because they wanted like $2,500 for it. The company, this was on the side. The company the guy works for, they wanted like $7,000 for the same fucking job. He wanted $2,500 for it. And then when I looked up the NADA value on my Harley, my Sportster, it was like between $2,300 and $2,700. So I was like, you know what? So I found out he liked to ride bikes. I said, do you like Harley? He's like, oh yeah, I got a Harley Davidson. So I was like, oh, well, check my shit out. So he looked at mine, and it's like, I hadn't ridden it since like 2006. And so anyway, we made a deal, man. I swapped him the title for all his work. So that was paid for. So now I'm getting this, they call it a control crawl space. So I had a flood issue with a wash machine. So they had to remove a lot of the insulation under my house. So the guy that it was about almost a little over half of the insulation had to be removed, right? So the guy that did that, I paid him under the table on the side work to take the rest of the installation out, right? Because it cost me like a very little amount of money. So anyway, now I got the whole. They put the plastic down. They're going to shoot foam all around, so it makes it insulated under the house. So that'll be a project that's done. So like I'm trying to get shit done, so I ain't got to pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll have more free money. Because I told Annie, man, I want to come see him. I want to come see you.
Hell yeah.
Like, I know both of y'all are like in the Toronto area, so like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I go see you, I can see him, or if I see him, I can see you. Like, y'all aren't that far apart, you know?
Yeah, we'll probably both be there. We usually both hang out when someone comes.
But yeah, that's my goal, man. That's my goal is to come for a visit, you know, see everybody.
Yeah.
And for God's sake, if nothing else, I want some damn poutine made at some decent place in Canada, man. Like, you know.
Oh yeah, you can get some fucking good poutine in Toronto.
Yeah. Even like I told Annie, man, I know it sounds fucking insane, but like I buy a lot of shit from Amazon Prime. Like it might be like juice or soup or whatever. But I remember buying this damn Campbell's chicken gumbo soup, right? And I got the case, and every can said "Made in Canada," right? And it was some of the best damn tasting soup ever. Right? So like let's say 3 or 4 months went by, and the case of soup reordered from Amazon. So when I got the case of soup, it was chicken gumbo from Campbell's, but it wasn't made in Canada. It was made in Camden, New Jersey, and it tastes entirely different. It did not taste the same at all. And it's like, damn, like I would pay more money for the fucking Canada made soup than I would the damn USA made shit. And that's, you know what I'm saying? It's like crazy how, you know, you would think like you've got one brand, you would think they'd have one recipe for making whatever.
Yeah.
But no, they, you know, everything is different. You know, everything's different.
Oh, yeah, that's so weird.
But I'll tell you what, brother, if I could not live in the USA, I absolutely, my next choice will be Canada without question. Even though I know y'all pay more tax on your paycheck or whatever, at least you get your health care is free, you know? So
Yeah.
that's worth a lot, you know? I'm going to take a toke with you, brother.
Yeah, like I broke my leg, I broke my ankle, I got surgery on my ankle and everything, and I broke my arm. I
Yeah, I remember you were telling me like the only thing you had to pay for was like, what did you say, like $17 for a brace or some bullshit or something? It was yeah. So,
when when I broke my ankle, I had to buy the crutches. I didn't have to pay for anything except crutches.
Right.
And then when I broke my arm, I had to buy the sling.
Right.
So like,
but yeah, I mean that's like, you know, not much at all. But like I tell people, man, I know I always bring this shit up, but like you just think about the greed, how fucking greedy people are. And you know, I ended up having that stage 3 colon cancer, man. Like I was almost fucking dead.
yeah.
And I had 6 months of chemos, which means 2 treatments a month for 6 months. And that means like you get treated in there, and it means that you wear a not insulin, but a chemo pump for 3 fucking days while you go home and it pumps more shit in you, right? So they charged me, it was $27,000 every 2 weeks, right?
Oh,
Now think about the math, okay? There was 6. They could flip the infusion room twice a day. So that means you've got between 60 to 70 people. That's 60 to 70 people a day. And let's say you round it down to $25,000 a person. Say $25,000 times 70 people. for one day.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they infuse people 5 days a week, and that's one location. That's one location. I had my damn chemo was done at Virginia Oncology, so they got places everywhere. So
Holy fuck, that's almost $2 million.
and I was just getting ready to say, my chemo buddy, I know I showed you this. He passed. This is my chemo buddy. He passed away, man. He's my brother. I love him to death, man. But he had the same kind of cancer I did, but he died, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
They're laying on the floor.
But anyway, yeah, it was there's some ghost in the room or something.
What the hell's going on over there?
But yeah, not only it was fucked up. It was it felt like that in my head. It was like, it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy.
Well, I can understand why they don't.
But I guess the point I was going to make was the money. So, like, I said it was if mine was almost 28,000 every 2 weeks for one day of service. So you got people that are like 60 people a day at this one location. And even if you round it down to $25,000 a person times 60 people for one fucking day, and they're there 5 days, and that's one location. There's like probably 4 or 5 locations within 100 miles of me, So them people, that's the reason I truly believe that there's not a cure for cancer. They don't want a cure for cancer. They want to treat cancer. So they treat the symptoms, but is so much money in treating it versus curing it that I believe that's the reason why that you can't, you still have a high cancer death rate. And every year, man, I just had my CAT scan. I can show you the fucking explanation of benefits. It was $10,500 for a CAT scan that they put an IV in my arm, and they ran me through the machine and back, and then they gave me the contrast dye shit and ran me through the machine and back. I was not in that room for 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes I was in that room. And I get the bill from Anthem, $10,490 some. And you know what I gotta pay? I owe them $934 out of my fucking pocket. So yeah, so I gotta pay that next month, which is like fucking over half of my goddamn monthly pay over that. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's a lot of goddamn money. That's like paying me a mortgage. Before I paid the house off, my mortgage payment was like $6 something a month, and I paid $900 every month. So it was like me paying a $900 goddamn dollar mortgage payment for me to spend less than 30 minutes in a CAT scan machine. All to tell me that we read your fucking report and it says like you don't have cancer this year. Basically, that's basically it. Because I've had cancer, they have to. I know it costs money, and it's like if you don't get it done, this is the problem. If you've had cancer before and you don't have it done every year, and you skip years, then that fucking cancer comes back, and next time when you find out you have it, your ass is almost dead. So it's like if you check every single year, if anything is out of whack, it picks it up, So that's the reason. But you pay for it. I've like every year, Matt, it's like almost $1,000 I pay out of pocket for this fucking test. If I had to pay cash, it would be $10,500. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Like fucking. If they're making like you said, like 60 or 70 people a day, fucking that's
my doctor, my oncologist, he used to work for the Anderson. It's called Anderson Cancer Center in Texas, and that's like a prestigious cancer center in the United States. When he moved on the East Coast, where I'm at, his salary is 1.7 some million dollars a year.
Holy.
That's a base salary. And I tell people that you don't get 1.7 million dollars worth of salary off of a $300 office visit. You get it off of if you got X amount of people that are getting chemo. And when you get chemo, like, you know, it ain't no generic bags you buy. It's based on your age and your weight. And then they custom mix it up. So, like, when I'm seeing them bags of chemo hanging from the damn fucking IV pump shit, the pole, it's not all chemo. It's like a very small amount of chemo mixed into like the whatever water they use. It's like pure, like purified water or whatever it is. And but you can still, if you look at it through the light, you can see it shimmer because the chemo I got had platinum, and that's why I have neuropathy in my hands and my feet. I can't feel my fingers. I can't feel my foot because of the goddamn chemo. You know, it's you know, it's one of them things, man. You either take it and it kills the cancer, or you don't take it and the cancer kills you. So then you end up with side effects. So it's like either you're dead or you have side effects. So,
Yeah.
so I'm able to still grasp a fucking bottle of beer, but I cannot feel my fingertips are numb on both hands.
Oh, that's so weird.
And my feet are numb from below your fucking ankle bone. Like below your ankle bone, your whole entire footbed is numb.
That's so weird.
Fucking numb. And on top of that, I got an inner ear disorder. That's what fucking put me out of work to begin with. And that affects your equilibrium. So when your inner ear is gone, and then your feet feel like sponges when you walk, it's not a good situation. It really isn't. But you know what? I always say this, man. I know I'm rambling, and I know I always do. I always will. They will, no matter how fucked up your situation seems, I promise you, brother, I promise you, there is always somebody that's worse off than you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always somebody that's in a worse predicament than you are. And that's what keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might be frustrated as fuck and different shit going on, but I know goddamn well, man, as I've seen it, there's people that's in a whole worse situation than I am. So it's like, you know, there's always somebody that's more fucked up than I am. Maybe that's a bad way of looking at things. I don't know, but it worked for me.
There's a lot of fucked up people out there. Like, once I see the people that are all on drugs and they're all homeless and they're all shaking because they don't have any drugs because they're homeless and have no money, I'm like, oh, that's a bad.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, my opinion is that people like that, they don't need to be in jail. They need to be in a place to help them maybe get off the fucking drugs. You know, I don't believe, like, I'm telling you, you know. God damn, I know we're alive now. I'm like retired from the Department of Criminal Justice Services. Okay? And I don't want to go a whole lot deeper, but it's like I've seen a whole lot of stuff, and there's a whole lot of people that genuinely needed to be more in the treatment side than the incarcerated side. And I've dealt with that my whole fucking career. And it's it ain't my fucking choice, you know, but it's like I have to deal with it. And you know, there's a whole lot of people that are locked up that really need to have they need to be in an institution, a mental institution where they can control the drug binge and the coming off of it and stuff, as opposed to being locked up, where when you're locked up, you know, you basically straight cut off. Whatever the doctor gives you, the institution doctor, that's it. You ain't gonna get, you know, you don't have access to, you know, of course, anything can get snuck in. But as a general rule, you're not gonna have open access to weed and coke and acid and mushrooms and whatever the fuck else you were doing, you ain't gonna have that. Even now, there's not even tobacco inside, so it's like you don't even have fucking dip or smoke. So, you know, it's hard, you know. So for instance, if you got somebody that's used to smoking goddamn 2 packs of fucking Newports a day, and he gets fucking hemmed up on some bullshit and gets locked up, you got somebody that's used to smoking 2 packs of Newports a day, and now they're fucking locked up with another dude in a fucking 6x8 cell, right?
Yep.
It ain't a good situation, bro.
Yeah, he might kill a guy. Yeah, then he'll end up killing the guy and getting life in prison.
Yeah, there's been many an inmate that get extra time added to their sentence because of some bullshit. You know?
Oh yeah, I've heard that. The guy's supposed to just do like fucking not very much time, or he's supposed to get out of jail or whatever. But then he fucking killed somebody in jail.
Well,
He's got life.
I'll tell you what's more likely than not. If you know, I worked at a super high security prison, maximum security, and so you know everybody's treated differently, and if you get somebody that fucking gets out, it's a dangerous goddamn situation. So you know, very cautious about people moving from point A to point B, and you know. I've seen stuff people should never ever see, man. Like, I mean, it's you know, it's crazy. I mean, I've seen the mental side of folks from several different angles, and it's I tell people, it's like, you know, don't question why I drink so much or I smoke so much weed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, nobody knows what somebody else has seen. And I'll just say this, you know, you might be in a life situation or your work situation, but sometimes there's something that you see, you visualize, and you see, and you don't need to see it. You shouldn't have seen it, but you've seen it, and you can never erase that. You can't rewind it. You can't delete it like on a DVR. It's there. It's always fucking there. And like when I grew up, man, I went through a murder-suicide thing, and it haunted me. It's still for fucking years, man. You know, May the 27th, 1977.
Quentin, cheers, buddy. Quentin Blacklung, boys.
Yeah, Quentin. But anyway, life is hard, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I mean, it's shit's so much different when I grew up, man. I'm looking at you got like flags or posters up. I remember when I was a young teenager, I had a rebel flag. In the center of the rebel flag or Confederate flag was Hank Williams Jr. In a fucking motorcycle, like a fucking chopper, you know.
Nice.
So I grew up, man. Like, you know, you went to concerts and you did shit, and my main thing, like there was 2 things that I strived for when I was a teenager, and that was pussy and alcohol. You know, I really had more luck with alcohol than I did pussy. Milk duds are great, fuck yeah. But I mean, I had dirt bikes, and I had like I had an XR80, and it ended up getting stolen by a fucking state trooper's son in the end. That was really fucking fun. So the cost it would take to rebuild the fucking bike, my dad bought me an XR200. And that son of a bitch, you can crack the damn throttle, man. You got the front wheel up in the air. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, it'll haul fucking ass. It's got the speedometer, headlight, tail light, and all that shit. It's not street legal, but it has the headlight, tail light. It doesn't have like turn signals or whatever. But anyway, that's what I grew up doing, man. Riding dirt bikes across the peanut fields, corn fields. Later on, it was cotton fields once they harvested. And course, you have your pistols and shit with you, and go to from point A to point B and do some target shooting and so on and so forth. It was really, really open where I lived at. As opposed, like my wife was born in Philly. You don't. It ain't like you don't go in your goddamn backyard and target shoot in Philly.
Yeah.
But,
Unless you're crazy.
Unless you're crazy, but they have like the some of the best damn cheesesteak places. I know a lot of people heard like the Pats and Geno's, some other name. It has all the neon lights and all the bullshit. Well, they got a mom and pop place called Jim Steaks in South Philly, and they have like 3 locations, I think now. But man, you go in there, and they got like a whole big, huge pile of damn thin cut ribeye, and then you got another big pile of sauteed onions, and then you got a couple steam bins with some damn cheese whiz or whatever, and you order like the traditional Philly, so it's like what you call a cheese wit. That's like a cheesesteak with onion and whiz, cheese whiz. And man, it's like, I mean, if you go to Jim's, they pack it full of meat, like it's full of steak. If you go to Pat's or Geno's, especially like Geno's, that you pay more for the sub, and the meat had more gristle in it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell it had so much more gristle. You go to Jim Steaks, man, and it was like eating like a decent steak that you'd buy at a grocery store, except they like shaved it down with a machine. You know what I'm saying? So Jim Steaks is like the only place that I want to go to get a sub if we ever go. And ever since her dad passed away, and her grandma passed away, there was really no other family directly in Philly. Her grandma sold her house. It was in South Philly. So there's like really no other there's no other landmark to go to. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just other than visiting. And all the times since me and her have been married for like 17 or 18 years, I still have not gone to the Liberty, what do they call it? Is it Liberty Square? Or it's got the where the what's that damn bell that broke? I can't fucking think. Liberty Bell, Constitution Hall. That's one thing. I'd love to go to Constitution Hall and visit because I love history. I love to see the fucking Liberty Bell. Put my hand on it or something. I don't know. I would like to do that. That would be something that would interest me. But it's kind of hard to do that with kids. Sometimes when depending on how they are. My oldest is autistic, so it's kind of, everything is different with us, with the family. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you, I might buy me another 8-pack of these Budweisers when I go to Dollar General. Because I'm like, it's not a bad deal. You get eight 16-ounce cans for $7.50 plus tax.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
So with taxes, probably like $8 and something. It's like whatever 6% sales tax. I think what it is, I think it's like 2.5% sales tax on food items. Anything that's considered food that's not a hot food item. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're at a grocery store and they got a deli sandwich, or you buy like some chicken wings or whatever it's deli, it's not considered hot. But if it's a hot item, they charge you 6% tax, so it's like a different, I guess it's just different. But if you go to like a damn fast food place, it'll be 6%, and then it's the city tax. So like they got their own hot food tax. So like if you go to a Hardee's or Wendy's or what is it, Dairy Queen or whatever, like whatever the price is, you can add about 12.5% to the price, and that's how much the tax is for like the local city tax and the state tax. Yeah.
Fuck. I gotta go back to bed.
I heard that. Have you got to work today by any chance?
No, I'm just going back to bed though.
I heard that. Well, I guess I'll yell at you later, brother. It was good talking with you.
Yeah. Try and get back to sleep for a while.
Yeah, I am too. My wife's asleep, and the kids are still asleep. So maybe I can slip back into bed and catch another hour or two before they get up. That'd definitely be cool. Put fire to her, brother. Kill that damn bowl. There you go.
Oh man.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
All right, big dog. Peace out, man. I'll
Cheers.
catch you later, brother.
Yep,
Later,
see
man.
you later, man.